Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lightheart, aka the Earth Lady. And yeah, I'm a little bit on the horse side today, going through a bug, I guess. But today's video is, what is life? What does life mean to you? Now, the last 2 days, I haven't done any lives. Been trying to help a very dear friend get through a inevitable process. And, well, life and death, you know. No matter what, we all have this life. We're all here. We're all alive. We all live. Unfortunately, one of the events that we all have to go through sooner or later is death. We have to deal with it. We either die ourselves or we lose people. And it's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy. And the pain will never go away. But you learn to deal with it. You learn to cope with it and understand it. One of the things that I found in dealing with death personally is that the more you talk about the people you lose, you know, remember all the good times and tell the stories that your experiences with those people. That's what keeps them alive. Okay? And since we're all still here, and we're still alive, and we're going through this, or we've been through this, it gives us a different perspective on life. Once you go through this death, or experience losing someone, you come out a different person. Okay? What I want you to know is that through every situation, through every experience throughout your life, that's part of what makes you who you are. Now, death didn't happen to you, it happened for you. There are lessons to be learned in losing someone, to experience the grieving process. No, you won't be the same as before you lost that person. You never are. And that's the thing. You have to remember that as you go through that process, it makes you a different person, a better person, a stronger person. Every experience, and I've been speaking about this recently over and over, every experience makes you who you are. Now, death didn't happen to me. The people I lost, that didn't happen to me. That happened for me. That happened for me to be the person I am today. Now, those of you who've known me for many years, and my children that watch this, and others that have been following me throughout the times, have seen a different me. Now, I can honestly tell you, because I was thinking about this the other day, 5 years ago, even 7, 10 years ago, you know, I can look back at just about any place or any point in time in my life, and I would have never in a million years thought that I would be doing live videos on the interweb for the whole world to see and know who I am, for the whole world to know about me. I never thought I would be someone that would be giving other people advice, helping them go through things to let them know you're not alone. I never in a million years thought that I would be on a camera, let alone on an interweb for the world to see, telling people my experiences, sharing with them what I've been through, how I've been through it. Now, we all have a shitty life. When we look back, we can always say, oh, well, I had a shitty life. I was broke. I was poor. We were hand-me-downs, whatever the case may be. It's you know, that's just the way it is. Now, once we're adults or even teenagers and we grow up a little and we realize what's going on, and it took me a long time, for criminy sakes. I'm 22 and holding, and I've been holding for quite a while now. We'll just say I'm almost double that, okay? So, but it took me a long time to wake up. It took me a long time to wake up and do more than just go through life. You know, couldn't even tell you really what happened or what tricked my trigger to say, hey, you need to make a difference. I guess it was when I started looking at how where we were living, people lived in fear. And how even our children are afraid to be judged. Oh, I can't wear a winter coat to school because that's not the style. Oh, I can't wear that color because that's not cool. Okay, we're taught throughout our life to make others happy. You don't want to be picked on. You don't want to be made fun of. You don't want to be bullied. But what we're not taught is to be ourselves. That it's okay if you have an opinion. You're entitled to however it is that you may feel. You're entitled to the feelings that you feel going through processes like death or loss of any kind. You are somebody. And if anybody has ever been told that as a young child, please leave a comment below. I would love to hear and see how many people as a child, how many of you have been told as a child, you are somebody, you matter. And it's okay to feel the way you feel. You can be anything you want in this world. You can have whatever life you want. How many of you have been told that? Please leave a comment. I would love to hear somebody say it. To know that there was someone out there that taught you positive. I run into more people very much like myself that have been told, you're a nobody. You can't do that. You're never going to be anything. You're not smart enough to do that. You're not capable of doing that. See, and that I think is what it was for me, is when I watched my child tell me that she refused to wear a winter coat, and we had 2 or 3 foot of snow on the ground, and she was going to walk to school with no coat because it was not the style. And that's when I realized, you know what, this world is quite a bit uglier than what we should have it be. There's a lot of negative out there. And I have decided that my mission is to never let anyone feel like they're alone again. To never have someone feel like they're helpless or they don't have options in life. You might not see them right away. You might be so discombobulated by whatever's going on in your life that you can't see your options. You can't see any other way. And that's not the truth. Now, I know, and I've been told many times, that I have some quite outlandish dreams. That I want to live off of the land. I want to have a farm, and I want to live off of the land and teach others how to grow their own food and you know, live off of the land so they can save their money for the things that they cannot grow or make, for the necessities that they need, and the nice things that they want. Because if you're growing your own food, you're going to have an abundance of food, and therefore you'll have more money to utilize in a better way. So what I want you to understand is that no matter what situation you're in, no matter what your life looks like right now, whether you're physically in pain, mentally in pain, you're poor and broke and trying to figure out how you're going to pay the light bill, or whatever the situation may be, trust me, been there, done that. No, I'm not living so quite high on the hog as what I had imagined someone with a lot of financial freedom would be like. But I can honestly tell you that right now, in the present moment that I'm living, we're living a lot better than I've lived in the past. But I've also had a lot worse. And I've also had a lot better than this. It's all in what you choose to do with it. How you choose to look at yourself and to look at your life and the situation that you're in. Now, yes, there is help out there. For back home, they had something called LIHEAP, and that helps pay portions of your utilities and stuff so they don't get turned off in the winter. And, you know, everybody gets behind. Please understand that that is just a part of life. Okay? Everybody goes through a downtime, a depressed time, a bad season, you know. We all have struggles. You're not alone. Trust me, I'm still going through struggles. I would love to make it up to Rockford in a couple weeks and do this seminar. But at this present moment, the finances aren't there. And I'm okay with that. And I'm still going to continue doing these lives every day. Now, I do have to say sorry for my voice. I'm losing my voice, and I'm pretty sure that I've got a cold, and I think I said that at the beginning, but I've been quite under the weather recently, just now starting to bounce back, but I'll get there. I mean, I am a stay-at-home housewife, and I didn't do dishes for 2 days. For me, that's like, oh my God. You know, and every time I look in the kitchen, it's like, oh my God. Seriously, guys, I get it. You know, a lot of times I do these lives and my hair's a mess. I look like I'm exhausted, or I'm still in my pajama shirt. The reason I do some of these things is because, one, when I get the urge to jump on live, I just go live. Today is way off the cuff. I have no notes. I have nothing. I just had to get on here. Okay? I also do these things and I make sure that I'm not getting all hoity-toity, dressed up and dolled up and look like I'm going somewhere, because I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to tell you that I understand what you're going through. I'm real. I'm down to the core. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you. I'm just here to help. In any way, shape, or form, to help you get through whatever it is you're going through, because I've probably already been through it. Now, am I perfect? Hell no. Please don't ever think I'm perfect. Am I a counselor? Nope. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of not a gosh darn thing. And I'm okay with that. Now, I have my logical explanations for things. But, you know, I also have my opinions. There are a couple of clients that I work with, and I tell them all the time, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. What you choose to do with it is a different story. It's the same way with looking at the cup. You can look at this glass as half full, or you can look at this glass as half empty. You can look at yourself in your life and say, I've got a shitty life. My life sucks. I'm broke. I can't pay my bills. My kids are hungry. Whatever the case may be. As we grow older, the kids are all grown away, and now they don't come to visit. Oh my God, my kids don't love me, and I've put forth so much energy, and I've raised them the right way, and they don't come to visit. Or they're in other states, and they have children of their own, and their children have children. And we're all alone. Or you can look at it as, you know what? I do have kids, and they are all grown up. And they are all in different states, but that's okay because I still have the opportunity to call them if I want, if they want. It's a two-way street, just like any other person. People, you know, kids are human. Kids are humans. Kids are people. They grow up. They have their own personalities. Yeah, you might raise them, but that doesn't mean they're going to turn out exactly how you want. But that's okay. You know, I preach a lot on have you made your bed. I preach a lot on the 5-second rule. If you can't seem to find motivation, use the 5-second rule. Most recently, well, thank you. I'm glad that I can help you, doll. Most recently, we've decided we're not really going to put up a tree or have decorations and everything for Christmas this year. It's just me and Ben. And for me, it's okay. Christmas wasn't ever one of my favorite holidays. And in my perspective, I feel that the world values some of these holidays for all the wrong reasons. Okay. And so you'll probably still see me get on Christmas and do a quick live. Probably just to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. But that's okay. I want you to know that no matter what it is that you're going through, no matter how shitty your life is right now, it's okay. Like I said, I've been talking to my friend, and she's going through the loss of her sister. And it breaks my heart that I can't stop her pain. And it reminds me of all the deaths that I've had to go through. But in going through and helping her, it's helped me to get a better perspective. Because you know what? Look at me. I'm one little person that everybody used to say was crazy. I've had happy pills and I've seen shrinks and everything. And look at me. I'm on the internet doing lives, helping others know that it's okay. Even in the shittiest of situations, you gotta know it's okay. Don't quit. Keep going. Find ways to, even if it's the littlest thing, because she's, you know, the death is quite recent. So it's very hard for her. Every minute, every hour of the last 3 days. And it's only been 3 days. But I know today she woke up with a smile. And I talked to her last night, and she's doing a lot better. Because even though it's a really bad thing to have to go through, it's devastating. Some people die from broken hearts. And yes, it is true. People do die from broken hearts. But it's okay. You will get through this. Now, as a child, I was always told that God won't give you more than what you can handle. Now, if you follow me and you watch me, you'll know that I'm not quite that religious. I have my own opinions on things. But I know, whether you're religious or not, the one thing that I can guarantee is that if you keep going and don't give up, you'll make it through the storm. Sorry, I don't want boogers running down my face while I'm on live TV. I do have some class. But seriously, you are somebody Those of you who are watching today, if you feel like this has helped anyone, and I try and say this at the end of the video, share it with your friends and your family. If this has helped you, leave a comment. Put a little heart or a like. Say thank you. But know that I'm always here. No, I'm not any kind of professional anything. I have a profession of living life and experiencing things. That's what I have. And I know what it feels like. And I know how bad it hurts inside to know you're all alone. And I refuse to know that I might have someone out there as a friend, whether you be a Facebook friend or a friend that you actually know me, even just an acquaintance or somebody that's catching this on a glimpse. You're not alone. And if you don't have anybody else out there that'll listen or that gives a squat, please know that I care. And I will be here for you. I am here for you. You don't have to go through this alone. No matter how shitty it is, you don't have to go through it alone. And we can work together to find positive things to focus on. And positive things to get you through this minute. Or this hour, or this day, or this week. There's so much life to be lived, and there's so much to appreciate and be grateful for. I know sometimes it's hard. Trust me, like I said, I've dealt with life and death, and when I went through the whole death process, it squashed me. I went to the hospital 4 different times because I thought I was having a damn heart attack. And they said, no, you're not having a heart attack. You're okay. You've just got a broken heart and you're emotional. Now, they do have options these days. You can take medications for that. And that's your personal choice. I also have a friend who a year ago went through death of her father. And they were going to give her antidepressants. And her friend said, hey, before you go to those man-made chemicals that have all kinds of side effects, and if you guys are educated any on an antidepressant, one of the major side effects is suicidal thoughts. If you choose to not sign up and take those man-made chemicals with all those lovely side effects, I can refer you to this Recept. I sell this. It does help. My dear friend that's going through this death situation right now is also taking this, and it's helping her tremendously. Maybe someday in the future I might be able to talk to her and ask her if she would like to come on and explain and share with you her experience. Right now it's not the appropriate time. But I want you to know, no matter what it is you choose to do, even if it's just talk to people, and trust me, you will come across people who are your friends that will listen to your stories over and over and over and over and over again. And that's great, because it's a great way to deal with things. And you will also come across those people who are like, you can see that they're just bored with hearing your stories. And they're bored with you. They just want you to get over it and move on. If you're anything like me, you'll even have a couple of those friends that say, you're just not the same person. Well, no, of course I'm not. And you shouldn't expect me to be the same person. I've just went through an experience. A part of life that's quite a difficult part of life. But you know what? I made it through it. And I know you can too. And if you don't feel like you can, please reach out. Whether it be to me or someone else. Reach out. Open your mouth and tell people, hey, I'm not okay. I feel like I'm losing my mind. It's okay. It's okay to admit that you're not okay. It's okay to admit that you feel like you're going crazy. That you feel like you're losing your mind. Acknowledge it. And then turn it around. Sorry. Find the littlest thing. I don't care what it is. Find some way to turn that negative into a positive. Now, a couple of days ago, I did a live and I told you about how I was stranded on the highway in the new state that we just moved to here a year ago. It was when we very first moved here. And, you know, we were stranded, flat tire, don't know nobody. Broke because we just moved here. Had no idea how we were going to get back home, let alone fix the flat tire. And when we experience that, and it doesn't always happen, I won't say that it does, but if you can, take the time to take a couple deep breaths and analyze the situation. Okay? I'm in a foreign state. I got a flat tire. I don't know anybody. I'm broker than a joke. Am I going to flip my shit and lose it? Or am I going to stay calm? Start talking to people and figure out what are my options. If someone approaches you and says, hey, you need some help? Well, yeah, I actually do need help because I'm not from this state. I have no clue of anyone around here. What is your opinion? What kinds of things do you think that I have? What are my options? What do you think I could do? Is there any way you can help me? Obviously, if you're coming to me and you're asking me if I'm okay, then you're asking me what you can do to help. People will help. I'm here to help. I might not be able to help you financially very often. That's actually quite a rarity. But that doesn't mean I won't help in other ways. In any way I possibly can. Even if it's just to give you ideas and suggestions. So that you have somewhere. Some direction as to where you're going to go. What are your options? What are your choices? Now, if you still feel the need to lose your shit, do it after the thing. Do it after whatever incident you're going through. And then you go home and tear up some cardboard. Or yesterday, those of you who know I'm the Earth Lady, I do have a page. And I'm raising worms and fish and all kinds of other things. So I'll be doing a update on my Earth Lady page because I just got a bin ready to swap over my worms because I have an abundance of worms now. So, you know, so what I did yesterday, dealing with my anger and my hurt and my pain, knowing that I couldn't take any of this away from my friend, I crinkled up all the leaves and the pine needles that I needed to start my new worm bin. And then I tore up the cardboard and I put that in there too. Because those are all good things for worms. But I crinkled it up. All my anger. All my, you know, and poor little Ben, he was over there and he was watching me and he's like, are you okay? And I screamed and no, I'm not okay. But I will be. It's okay. I'll get through this. And my dear friend, she'll get through this. And all of you out there, you'll get through this. Trust me, you will get through this. And if you feel helpless and hopeless, and you feel like you can't reach out, please reach out. Because you do matter. If nothing else, and you feel like there's no reason to go on, take 2 seconds and think of how devastated all the people in your life will be. And trust me, they will be devastated if you're not there. If you have children, how would your children be if you weren't there? Your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your mom, your dad, whoever you have in your life, your spouse. How would your spouse react if you weren't there? You do matter. You might not think so, you might not feel so, but you do. You make a difference. Other people's lives would be a disaster without you. If I didn't have the friends that I have on the internet, and if I didn't have the internet, I would be a cotton-picking mess. But because now we have the internet, and I can still communicate with my friends back home, and I can still communicate with my family, I know I matter. And they know they matter because I'm talking to them. Maybe not every day, maybe not every week. But I do talk to them. Hey, how you doing? I know I ain't heard from you in a couple days. I'm having a bad day. Just wanted to reach out and say I love you. Thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you for being there to listen to me when I need somebody to just hear what, just sit and listen. I learned how to be quite one hell of a listener. I'm very proud of that. And it's nice to know that it's going to be okay. No matter how hard things seem, no matter how bad things seem, especially with the holidays. Christmas, Thanksgiving, and New Year's are the 3 that are so close together that a lot of people we lose. Because they don't feel like they're good enough. They don't feel like they matter. They don't feel like they're important. And that's what I'm here to tell you. No matter who you are, no matter what situation you're in, you do make a difference. You matter. You are someone. And there is a shit ton of people out there that would be devastated and lost without you. So no matter how hard it is to keep going, just keep going. The sunny days are right around the corner. Good days, positive things. Things will get better. Your miracle is right around the corner, but you can't give up before you turn that corner. It's important that you know. One of the things that I teach everyone, I have that seminar coming up, building your self-esteem. The most important thing I feel that everyone needs to understand, learn, and gain control of is that they are somebody and that they matter. You are somebody. You matter. It's true. I was told all my life I can't. I'll be a nothing. Don't even waste your time. You'll never add up to nothing. I am somebody. And I matter. And I'm doing one heck of a good job raising all the animals I have. I did one hell of a job with my chickens until we had to move, and I gave them away to someone who could take care of them. So if you get nothing more out of this video, please understand, you are somebody. You do matter. And we would be lost without you. With that being said, I thank you all for your time. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Excuse me. A Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and an incredible life. If you feel the need or the urge, or you're just inspired by me, feel free to like my videos. Feel free to follow me. If you have ideas or subjects you would like me to touch on, leave comments, personal message me. I'm open to any kind of ideas that you might have. If there's someone out there that needs to hear something specific, I will tell you I don't name very many names, if any at all, on my videos, because I don't want to point anyone out or seclude anyone. Everyone is involved. If you're watching this, you're involved, and you're important, and you matter. And I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Thank you for following me. Thank you for liking my video. And feel free to share it. And until tomorrow, I hope you have a blessed day. Ciao now.